Aloha, my friends. Aloha Friday. This is Billy Wiggly coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. You caught me off guard. I'm just enjoying Aloha Friday. All right, I hope you're having a good Aloha Friday so far, and I want you to get ready to do some learning. Here at Don't Get Mad, Get Skills, we specialize in helping you build a solid foundation so that you can catapult your Excel skills and take yourself to the next level. 7 steps to Excel success. We break down Excel into 7 steps. Check it out. What we do is I like to see Excel broken down into 7 steps, which are design, build, calculations, formatting, reporting, printing, and macros, which is automation. Those are the 7 basic steps to Excel success. And what we're going to talk about today is formatting, how to make it pretty. Now, why should we format? Well, let's take a look at some data right here. You see this range of data? I mean, take a look at it. Would you turn in some work like that? Do you like looking at that? I mean, we don't even know what is any of this. What are all these numbers right here? Are they currency? Are they measurements? What are they? And what about which one is the header row? Well, of course, we're going to say, yeah, the top row is a header row, but we don't know for sure. We want to make it look pretty. So for that, we're going to do formatting. And all of our formatting options take place up in our Home tab. This is where you have your clipboard group, your font group, your alignment group, numbers group, styles. This is all where all of your formatting options are located. So we're going to start out by selecting this entire range of data because, as you can see, it goes off the screen, right? It's a large range of data that goes off the screen. So what we want to do is we want to select a range and fit it to the window so we can see it real good. So I'm going to use a shortcut called Ctrl+B. As you all know, I really like using shortcuts to make my life way easier. Ctrl+A. Ctrl+B is too bold. So we're going to press Ctrl+A to select an entire range of data. So here we go. I'm going to put my marquee in the data, and then I press Ctrl+A, selects the entire range of data. Now I want to view that selection. In other words, Excel calls it to zoom to selection. So what we do is we go to the View tab because we're working with the view. And when we click on the View tab, we see in the Zoom group, we have Zoom to Selection. So let's go ahead and zoom to selection. There we have it. Now, taking a look at that range of data right there, which one do you think is the active cell? Like if I started typing right now, which would be the cell that would start changing? Which is the active cell? If you're thinking right now cell E4 or that one right there, Billy, that one. Yep, you would be right. That is the active cell because you notice how Excel has grayed out the entire range except for that cell. That's the cell that if I wanted to, I could just start typing. See that? And it's the one that's going to get edited. You can also go right ahead and go right up to the name box, and you can see that the name box is telling us that the marquee is currently located in cell E4. All right, let's get right out of here and let's start formatting. Let me zoom again to selection. Boom, there I have it. Now I'm going to go to my favorite cell, which is cell A1, the home cell. Ctrl+Home. Boom. I like to be in the what I call the home cell A1. Now I'm going to press Ctrl+A to select that range of data. So let's start formatting. And all your formatting options take place where? In the ribbon. So I'm going to use another shortcut, Ctrl+F1. Ctrl+F1. Boom. It opens up my ribbon, Ctrl+F1. So here we go, Ctrl+F1, open up my ribbon. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some borders. But I want you to come and take a close look. I'm going to be working right now with these two groups, the font group and the alignment group. That's what we're going to use today. And I want you to notice that there's some grayed out buttons on here. Like for example, this button is grayed out and this button is grayed out. Those are the tools that are active. Well, we'll come back to that. What we've got right here is, this is where we put in our borders. This is our borders. These are our fonts. This right here is the font size. Here's where we can make the font larger or smaller. This is our font color. Right here we have the fill color. That's the background fill inside your cells. And then of course right here we've got the borders, which is the first one that I'm going to work with. So we're going to click on the drop down and we're going to say we're going to give it all borders. Now look at all these different options that you have for borders. And then you can even go into more borders so you can get specific. You can even say, hey, I want my borders to have a certain colors. That is all the options that you have. Right now we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go to all borders just like that. And we've got some borders put in there. Now I want a thick border all around the outside. Just right on the outside of my data range. I want there to be a thick border. So what I'm going to do there is I'll go back into my borders. See what it's showing me? It's showing me what I've done so far. And now I want to go with the thick borders on the outside. And you see, now we've got thick border on the outside of the range. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to select my header row. So I'm going to press the Control key, the Shift key, and the arrow to the right. Okay. So I am pressing Control plus Shift plus the arrows in whatever direction I want to go to. All right, so Control Shift arrow to the right to select my header row. Now I'm going to bold it. Now let's use some shortcuts. Check it out. If I want to bold, the shortcut is Control B. If I want to italicize, the shortcut is Control I. If I want to underline, the shortcut is Control U. You got it. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and say Control B, Control I, Control U. I don't need it underlined, so I'm going to press Control U to take out the underline. And I don't want it italicized, so I'm going to press Control I to take out the italics. But I do want to bold it. Control B, Control B, Control B, Control B. I want to bold it. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to pick a certain font. So watch this. When I click on the drop down for the fonts in our font group, it's going to give me what's called a live preview. And since 2007 on, we have this feature. Before, if you wanted to see what a font looked like, you'd have to apply it, then undo, then apply another one. Not anymore. Nowadays, we can just highlight the font that we wanted to preview, and it gives us a live preview. You see that? How it's changing in the header? Well, what I want to go with is Calibri. So here we go. Calibri. There, I like it. Now, let me go right ahead and fill in the background. I really want that header row to be easily identified. So far we put in our borders all on the inside, thick border on the outside. We've formatted the header row into bold text, changed the font to Calibri. Now we're going to fill the background with yellow. And now what I want to do is I want to center all these. I want to middle align and I want to center these. So I want to take this text and I want to go ahead and center it. I want to middle align it on the cell, and then I want to center it on the cell. And if we're looking at this closely, I've got the header row selected. Now we can see what tools are active in our current selection. So in the current selection, we have the bold is active. You can tell because it's grayed out. Also, the left align, and then the bottom align. Those are the tools that are on right now. What I want to do is I want to center on the cell and middle align. So here we go. I'm going to center, click, there it's centered, and then we're going to middle align. Boop. There we have it. Looking nice. Yeah. All right. So the next thing that we've got right here is we've got this range of data right there. Those look like those are the names of the company. And right here, what we have are the names of, let's say, our customers or our salespeople, whatever that is. But those are individual people's names. And what I have right here are company names. So I'm going to make this a little bit different. I want this to be easily identified as companies. So I select that range of data, and I'm going to go back up to my fill color. And look, we can live preview what color we want. Yay. I'm going to fill it with black. And now you're going, hey, but you can't see the text. That's okay, because we can just change the color of the font. We go to the font color tool and we click on the drop down. We're going to go, hey, you know what? We're going to go with white because, you know, white looks good. Look red. Nah, that doesn't look good. Let's go with white. Boom, nice. Now remember, what we have right up here in the header row, this font, that's Calibri, remember? And we know because when we go right up to the font group, we see that our selection is currently Calibri. Watch. I'm going to select a different cell. I'm going to select the cell A2, and you see how the font tells me that that is Arial. It's Arial. That one is Calibri. So let's make all the font Arial, or excuse me, let's make it all Calibri. So I'll just make a selection, and boom, Calibri. There we go. So far, so good. All right. Now we've got this range of data right here. Now, what is that? Are those measurements? Are those feet, meters, inches? Is that minutes, time? What is it? Is it currency? And if it is currency, which more than likely it is currency because we're looking at company names. We've got Q1, Q2, Q3, yearly total. So more than likely, those are currency. All right. But what kind of currency is it? Is it US dollars? Is it Singapore dollars? Is it pounds? Is it pesos? Is it Swiss francs? Which one is it? We don't know. We want to, when we're making our data pretty, when we're presenting that data, we got to remember that that represents us. People are going to remember, hey, who made this nice spreadsheet? And because you know the basics real well, you've set it up so that when they go into the information on this spreadsheet, they can see it's your name. You're the person that created it. So yes, you're the one that rocks. So what we are going to do is we want to leave no doubt in the user's mind. We want to make it easier for them. The formatting attracts attention to specific areas, and we want to make it clear to them that this specific currency is whatever it is. Is it dollars? Is it francs? Is it pesos? We'll find out on the next live stream. On the next live stream, we're going to continue on with formatting, and we're going to talk about formatting currency. Plus, I'll give you a few other tips and tricks. Remember, my friends, I've got a lot of shortcuts that I use when I'm teaching, and a lot of shortcuts are available to you at don'tgetmadgetskills.com. So make sure that you go to don'tgetmadgetskills.com, this website right here, and when you're at don'tgetmadgetskills.com, go right over here to coming soon, because one of my courses, this particular course right here, Shortcuts, Tips, and Tricks, it's got almost 10,000 students, probably over 10,000 students in Udemy, and it's got thousands of great reviews. I'm setting it up to give it to you. You can have it because I want you to keep on learning. So when you're at don'tgetmadgetskills.com, just go to coming soon. And here in coming soon is where I've got the sign up sheet where you can make yourself a VIP today. And as soon as I have the course ready to go, I'll announce it to all of the VIPs, and then you're going to get access to that Shortcut Tips and Tricks course for free. In Udemy, that course sells for $64.95. It varies right around there. Remember, my friends, if you are viewing this live stream in a replay, make sure that you click on the videos that are around here. If you want to go directly from this video to coming soon and make yourself a VIP, just look down into the details section, and I've got a link right there that's going to take you right to this page. So my friends, as always, I love you. Keep on learning, and remember, most of all, don't get mad. Get skills. Aloha.